Hi there, Bonnie Pond here with your 30-day Love Yourself, Love Your Life challenge. We're on day 4 and I hope you're hanging in there with me. I hope you've tried some of the other tips for days 1, 2, and 3 because you've got to be consistent and you've got to follow through. So you've got to really make yourself do some of the things that are a little bit hard. Now today we're going to talk about something that is really limiting, and that's trying to be perfect. How many of you do that? I know I do that. From time to time I remind myself that nobody's perfect and I don't expect anybody around me to be perfect, so why should I expect myself to be perfect? I want you to keep that in mind as we go through this exercise today. How many times have you told yourself, I should put everybody else before me because if I don't, that's selfish? Or I never know what to say when I'm introduced to new people. I just sort of stand there tongue-tied. Or I don't have the intelligence to go back to school. Or I always mess up. Now those are words, phrases, sentences that we use to tell ourselves that we're just not cutting it. We're not enough, we're not good enough. That's the big fat bully in our brain telling us about all the shoulds, the nevers, the don'ts, and the always. And today, we're going to stop with shoulding all over ourselves and don'ting and nevering and making the always statements. Today, we're going to get rid of the self-limiting rules of perfection because they're unreasonable. They're not realistic, and quite honestly, they're downright stupid because they keep us from doing the things in our lives that we could do. They keep us from living fully. So right now, I want you to do this. Take a piece of paper, divide it into fourths, write should, never, don't, and always in each quadrant. Then you're going to turn off the video and you're going to write down all your self-limiting rules of behaviors. All the shoulds you tell yourself. All the don'ts, the nevers, the always. So stop the video right now. Get busy and write those down. Hey, welcome back. I'm glad you got it. Got all your lists done. Now, let's talk about what's wrong with these lists. What's wrong with having shoulds and nevers and don'ts and always? Well, first of all, you can't live up to any of these all the time. Nobody can. Nobody's perfect. So we're going to start letting go of some of that perfectionism. Take a look at each one of your list rules, the rules that you put on your list. Be objective. Are they really reasonable? Are they realistic? I mean, seriously, could you actually live up to all of these things? Probably not. If they're not realistic and they're not reasonable and they're limiting you, it's time to get rid of them. Take a deep breath and look at what can you let go of. What are you willing to let go of right now? What self-limiting rules are you willing to let go of? Cross them out. I hope you were able to cross out all of them. Next, we're going to give them a proper burial. So take a piece of paper and you don't like what those rules say, you're ready to let go of them, crumple it up, get rid of it. Or maybe it feels better to just rip them in half, rip them up. Maybe you want to put them in little bitty pieces and put them in a blender, or take them out in the backyard and bury them, or burn them in the fireplace. Whatever, get rid of them. Self-limiting rules of behavior don't do you any good. So my challenge for you for day 4 for the Love Yourself, Love Your Life challenge is should, never, don't, always. Get rid of them. Dump them. This has been Bonnie Pond with your Power of 3 30-day Love Yourself, Love Your Life challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 5's challenge.